I learned a lot through my life. I learned that we can't change ourselves. We can't change our personality. I know I had someone try to change me, and I said, no, I can't do it. I had just graduated from National War College, and I was on an exercise, a field exercise called Solid Shield. It was a field exercise that involved the Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force. And my boss was a 3-star general. He was the air component commander of this joint exercise. We were out in the field, and I was running the air war as his deputy running the air war, and every day he would come in the tent and chew me out for what I could think was apparently no reason. He was just antagonizing me, and he was testing me. And then one day he said, Holmes, I want you to come over to my tent. We're going to have a talk. And I figured he was going to fire me, and I didn't care because I had an engineering degree from OU and I could make a living. I didn't have to do this. And so I went to his tent and he said, sit down. And I sat down and he just looked at me for what seemed to be a long time. Maybe it was 30 seconds. And I just looked back at him. I didn't blink. I didn't look away. I didn't say a thing. And he finally said, Holmes, do you know what's wrong with you? And I didn't answer because I couldn't think of a good answer to that question. So I just looked at him. He said, you're too easygoing. You smile a lot. You got to be tough, like me. I said, General Herdinger, you have a leadership style that works well for you. You've been enormously successful, but I'm not like you. This is the way I am, and I can't change that. And if I'm not good enough, get somebody else. He backed down. Well, the next day I was briefing Admiral Kidd on the air war. General Herdinger stepped up on the platform, put his hand on my shoulder, said, I groomed this guy. I taught him everything he knows. So I was in good with him, but he tried to change me, and I said, no, this is me. I can't be like you. And if I'm not good enough, get somebody else. And I think we need to know who we are. Don't try to change it. We can learn. We can learn new things. We can learn to do things. We can learn to deal with people. But we can't change who we are. Who we are is okay. Let us be who we are. And I've learned that, and I taught that to my students.